there, thanks for stopping by. This is Tina with Amber Fieldmouse Jewelry. Last time we opened a jewelry jar that cost $11.99 that I'd gotten from Goodwill locally. This time we're going to pop onto the $15.99 jar. And if it's your first time here, I just want to say thank you so much for giving me a chance. Hope that you enjoy the content and the jewelry. I'd love for you to subscribe. I'm sure you hear that every time you open a YouTube page and are sick of it, but doesn't mean I still wouldn't love for you to subscribe. We have it's a Pilsner glass with looks like a Canadian goose, or is that a mallard on there? I don't know. Didn't even realize that when I bought it. Wow, I wish I'd paid the 49 cents for it though. So looks like there's a lot of fun stuff in here. I'm interested in that ring for sure. Looks like we have a Gucci style chain. I don't know if that's a bracelet or a necklace. A couple of old watches. Oh, and look what they did. That's too funny. We got this as a single earring last time, so maybe we'll make some mates between jars, because I did get 4 of them. I don't know how many were initially for sale, but anyway. All right, so I will stop and open that up. And in the meanwhile, I just want to let you know if you see anything that you'd like. I'm doing this so you can take a screenshot of this, and that way you don't have to go look, in the information and what have you. If you do see a piece or pieces that you like, just email me at amberfieldmousejewelry@gmail.com. Send me screenshots of what you want, the prices I gave, just so I know we're on the same page there. I will send you an invoice through PayPal, and we'll get your stuff right out to you. Shipping starts at about, I used to say $5, but who knows? It's I'll let you know how much the shipping is. And I would like to keep orders to a minimum of 5, because it's just really not worth processing everything for underneath. And if you see something you like on the video and you want to wait until you see the next few, if you'd like to have me put it aside, you can pay for the item, and then I can, once we get everything together, calculate the shipping and send it out to you. That way you're not, paying for shipping over and over again, because that's never fun. All right, be back in a minute. I'm going to take off the tape off here, and we'll see what we got in this one for $15.99. All right, got the plastic off. Let's pull everything out and see what's going on here. Well, these jars, weren't packed real tight, but it does make it easy to get the stuff out of them, that's for sure. All right, what do we have here? Oh, looks like we have some pretty lapis. That's nice. Looks like it might be gold plated. That's certainly just gold tone. It's not gold. Really pretty moon. Look at that. I like how they have that teardrop of lapis hanging off the moon. Have little opalite glass there, some enameling, and then some various rhinestones here. That looks like maybe a satin glass rhinestone, all set in that pretty sea blue. That's beautiful. And this earring is it's got a substantial drop as well. It's a 3.5-inch drop on that earring, and I know we have the other one because I saw them in the jar together. All right, here we go. These are beautiful. I don't see anybody taking credit for them, but we do have genuine lapis there. Let me just make sure that's lapis. It feels like lapis. It looks like lapis. Yeah, that's lapis. Just want to make sure I wasn't being fooled and it was an acrylic stone. When it's warm up here, it's hard to say for sure, because everything feels room temperature. I'm having trouble getting that to sit. All right, there we go. Beautiful little pair of moons. And how about we say for this lovely, since it does have genuine lapis and they are in really good condition, how about we say 12 for these? Okay. Alrighty. Oh, wow. That's interesting, isn't it? And this is J. Crew. Oh, wow. That is going to be a nice piece. J. Crew does not sell cheaply. Let's shut it over here like that. Looks like that is genuine stone. Sorry, I'm not sure what happened there. My phone just decided to be non-cooperative all of a sudden. As I was saying, this is a beautiful J. Crew piece. We have malachite here in the heart. It is genuine malachite. Beautiful gold tone on these. Absolutely perfect condition. This is let me say, it is a 18-inch chain. And then with the drop, if you wanted to measure it drop-wise, it has an 11-inch drop I have a little bit of an extender on here, probably about a 2-inch extender. This looks for all the world to be brand new. Uh, Probably sold for $70, $80, $90. If you want it here, you can have it for $25. It's beautiful. It's in perfect condition. Look at that rope chain. All shiny, and that malachite heart is gorgeous. I find people either love malachite or they don't. It's not one of those things that people are like, it's okay. Unless it's, in something. All right, what's up next? Oh, that is pretty. That looks like it might be a Sarah Coventry. Yeah, great condition. Got to give that one a little bit of a cleanup, but that one is pretty. We'll bring that one back. I'll probably do the same as I did last video. Kind of zip through it, and then, because I like to make sure everything is in good condition before I sell it. And sometimes you got to get through the muck to see what's going on with the piece. That looks like a bit of dyed quartz to me. Let me see. Yeah, that's dyed quartz. There's a little bit of green going through those crackles. Pretty. It doesn't appear to be, well, maybe, yeah, it is. Let me see what that says there. Probably sterling. Yeah, that's sterling. We'll see if we get the other one. We'll test it and all that happiness. Oh, this is very pretty. Okay. It's hooked. What is this? An earring? I'm supposing it is. Okay, here we have a little druzy. I don't know if that's damage or if that's a purity mark on there. I'm going to have to put that under the end and start because I'm just getting so old these days I can't see anything. Oh, that's a beautiful little crest. How pretty that is. And can't read it. The light's too bright. It's too shiny. Britannica? Regina. I'm having trouble reading it with how shiny that piece is. Really pretty. We have a silver tone hoop. There, I got it out. Wow, that is nice. Very nice gold tone on there. And has marking here that says NC. That's pretty. We're going to check that one out and bring it back. Beautiful. Oh, another little moon. These people were fond of their moons. There's a little druzy type thingamajig. Oh, huh. You don't see that often. I am not liking the lighting in here. Excuse me 1 minute, folks. There, hopefully that's a little bit better. I changed my zoom aperture. That's cute. It'd be nice to get that in one of these jars. Probably sold before I got there. Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, this is a pin that somebody had put 2 earring backs on, I'm thinking. Yeah. Those screw on or tack on? Huh. Isn't that interesting? Little crushed turquoise. We'll give that a test, see what it is. Oh, here's that ring. I really shouldn't jump to this first, but I just wanted to see it. This looks old. That is beautiful. Look at that carnelian. That is so pretty. And it says 10 in there. I believe it says 10. Gorgeous ring. Gorgeous. Let's see what size that is. My mandrel out. It is nearly a 5, which I would have been able to wear all day long before I got old and arthritic. That is a vintage Victorian era ring. We need to do a little research on that one. Although it says 10, yeah, in part of the Victorian era, they did mark their jewelry with purity marks. But also, 10 karat, 14 karat didn't used to be considered precious metal. It had to be 18 and above. That is a beautiful little ring. Look at that. What a beautiful little ring. All right, so we'll give that some attention. And this I'm certain is gold. That is beautiful. Oh, I didn't show you this one after I cleaned it up last time. I'd shoved it on my finger and totally forgot about it. This is that 14 karat gold plated, electroplated glass ring. These sell for about $15. If anybody's interested in this one, you can have it for 8. Let's see. It's cleaned up really nice. So it's a 7. That's a pretty little thing. It has a glass stone in there. All right, I have forgotten to show you that. That is pretty. I'm excited to look into this. I love old rings. And that, what I always find is them split because they're so old that they've just been worn to death. Wow, I can't wait to look into that one. Very pretty. Oh, yay, we have a pair of butterfly earrings. These are really pretty. They seem to have all of the little pearls on there. They're faux. And let's see if anybody's taking credit for these. Oh, those have that little diamond in there. So those might be of the same brand. I'm going to just search these up for us real quick when I take a break so I can give you information on what it is. What it is. Okay, what do we have? A faux squash blossom here? I think we do. You know, it's crazy. Even the faux ones are, this is Sarah Coventry. Even the faux ones are very valuable. Look at that. That is exciting. Imagine getting a real squash blossom necklace. That would be something else, wouldn't it? Those things sell for unbelievable amounts of money. Well, there she is. There's the Sarah Coventry. All right, well, bring her on back. Bring it on back, Jack. Bring it on back. This is a beautiful brooch. Look at that. Look at the luster in that pearl. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. I rarely see them that pretty on a brooch. I don't see any indication that somebody wants to take credit for making this beautiful thing. It needs to be cleaned. That is a gorgeous faux pearl. If it is faux. Man, look at the luster on that. It's like shining like a beacon. That is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. The stones inside here are covered with some sort of something white. So I'm going to clean those when I break and bring this back. That is just gorgeous. This looks like it's designer as well. I mean, it's just so nicely made. Pin needs to be tightened up a little bit. Now, I got to tell you, I've seen some things from China that are downright respectable in their, construction and whatnot. All right, here we have this earring. I'll dig it out from the other jar when I break. Looks like all this. That's so pretty. I'm happy we have that. All right, this is that amethyst tube. Does not look like we have the other one in this jar, so we'll see. That one we already looked at. Oh, wow, look at that. Missing a stone. That's an easy fix. That is, yeah, that looks, I don't know what that cameo is made out of. Got a little bit of verdigris right there. Otherwise, in not bad shape. Well, let me clean her up, see if I have some stones that match that, and put them back in. That's fun. All right, another little earring. Oh, here's that other guess earring that we had. So we have a pair of guess earrings. I'll fish those out. Why would she do that? Silly girl. I'm going to tell her she's silly when I see her. Maybe she just, I don't know. The lady who made these put separate earrings. I mean, it wasn't like a huge bundle of them. She was just scooping, you know? Honestly, if I wasn't into jewelry, would I care? That's a pretty little enamel number. All right. And we do have some fuzz. This one, we have the mate 2 in the jar as well. That's a beautiful little bead. I didn't really take note of it on the other one. Look at that little rosette on there. Beautiful. Ceramic. That's very pretty. Well, this is lovely. Look at that. How many stones are missing? Don't look to be any. Absolutely filthy earring. Ugh, I just, blah, blah, blah. I gotta clean that. All right, here we have another little hugger hoop. This one looks like it's promising to maybe even be sterling. I don't know. It's got something right there. You're gonna have to put it underneath and look. Oh, that's cute. What is that? A little dye on there or something? See that little spot on the bottom? Odd. Another little druzy woozy. All right, here we have this thing. Silver hoop, whoopity hoop. This is pretty. I like that one. How very Easter, right? Very Easter. Well, in one. So let's hope maybe, you never know. We might get it. I'm not sure. I was about to say we didn't get any gold in this one, but we sure did. We got that beautiful ring. I cannot tell you how bummed I am it doesn't fit me. It used to be my size. That's gorgeous. Satin glass on there. Again, just one. We did not. Did I look at this one and think I picked it up, or where was my brain? Okay, yeah, no, we didn't look at this one. Does not look to be sterling. At least it's not marked as such on the lever here. But if we find one in the other jar, I'll give it a more concentrated look on there. Okay, so this is neat. Look at this. Look at this. Remember the key we got? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Asked you 5 times where you might need an answer. Little lopsided look. That's been very in. Got a key and a lock. They're cute. Take a look at the posts. They're good shape. Not any bad wear patterns on there. These are adorable. Finally got a pair of something. Little sunburst, but it's singular. What do we got here? Let's open these up and see. Ooh, something fell out. I think it was a back. Those little rubbery back thingies. So this looks to me like somebody may have reconstructed these. I don't know. See how they have the little beads in there? And they appear to be glued in? I haven't the slightest idea. These are probably going to go to craft. Okay. Another little druzy thing. All right, what's here? Here we have a chain with a bail on it. Oh, I wonder if that bail went to this. The metal kind of matches, but there's a loop on this, so who knows? I don't think so. The chain's in not great shape anyway, so we'll put that in craft. You have a really pretty little stick pin here with the heart and the letter M on it. I don't see any. This looks more modern, but it's very pretty. If anybody would like the stick pin, you can have it for $5. Cute. Cutie, cutie. All right, what do we have? A limited necklace here. The limited necklaces are always such a pain in the ass. I got to tell you, they're always like 900 strands. You know, we got to go over the top. I know some people like that. Okay. It's in great shape, though. If you like the layered look, I'm sure once you get it defutzed, it's fine. It's all twisted up, but really pretty chain. Very soft. And this has not lost any color. The jewelry in here is, other than the stuff that's really old, like the J. Crew is in fabulous shape. All right, and this one, let's see, let's get lengths on this one. So this one, first chain is a 16-inch, and the longest is about a 21-inch. And then you have a couple inch on the extender. Really, really good shape, this piece. How about we say if you'd like this they're soft. These are slinky. I like those. Very slinky. How about we say 7 for this limited necklace? Very beautiful. Alrighty. This one's a little beat up. This one I'm going to try to clean though because it does look older. And sometimes when I put these in and clean them up, they come out beautifully. That's a really interesting rope chain. See the pattern on that? Very cool pattern. Not just your normal wheat or anything like that. That's really kind of cool. Yeah, let's clean that up and see what happens to it. Let's see what happens with a little water on that one. Okay, here we have a silver tone, um, which probably was a gold tone. That is just garbage right now. And here is that Mariner link. Let's move that out of the way and get, oops, what just landed on the floor? Earring back. Okay. Oh, love these. Love, love, love these. Usually you see them with glitter. This one seems to have a decal on it that's been sandwiched in with some epoxy resin. I love these. Oh, is that just oddly stuck on there? This one has a bail on it too. I've not seen that, and I have several of these. How cute. Yeah, this one has a little bail on it. You can wear it as a necklace. Well, I love that. It's a little, about a 1.5 inch square butterfly shape. Looks like a little monarch. Beautiful. Oh, hey, we got this one. I'm going to look this one up because this one is very nice. Very nicely made. We have the other one right here. I'm glad we got that. Like the hoops, I don't care if we get those or not, but this is just a messy old hoop. Oh, we got two. Of course we get the pair on these, right? Those will go in a jewelry jar. This is a Waltham. It looks like it may have a couple little diamonds in there, maybe has a little bit of damage. It is, let me get my loop and read this. Base metal bezel. And that's just a serial number. These, whenever I see a watch that has the tiny little watch face on like that, it leaves me to believe it's an older watch because typically they are. So I'm going to see what information we can get on that, see if it's powered by battery. And if it is indeed, I'll replace the battery and see if she's working. All right. This is a pretty little pine cone. It's probably Avon, right? It's not saying, but that's beautiful. Perfect for the season. I'm going to give that a clean up, see what happens. And then we have this little earring. Looks to be a single. This is going to go into craft. These are both a mess. Is that? Yeah. This is, the gold tone is completely worn off, and this one is covered in verdigris. So that one might even go in the trash. And then we have this one, which is beautiful. It's a blonde gold tone. I'm sure this is not gold. And yeah, it's Avon. Really pretty, great shape. I have the spring ring clasp. It is, let's see, it's about 17 inches all the way around. You do not have an extender on it, but I do have extenders if anybody is interested in this piece and would prefer it to be a little bit longer. It's beautiful. I want to give that a clean and see what it tells us. And I'll be back. All right, so I took a minute and kind of gave things some cleaning and researched what I could. Of course, this is a Sarah Coventry Squash Blossom. We'll start with that one. This one looks like people are pricing it pretty consistently and selling it at $25. It does have a scrape right there. I don't know if you can see that. Other than that, it's in great shape. I love the Sarah Coventry hang tag. It's very pretty. Beautiful little squash blossom faux. And this one has a drop of 9.5 inches. Maybe probably about 10-inch drop on there once you get because there's a little extender there. Everything is in great condition. And if you'd like the squash blossom through my channel, you can get it for, let's say, what did I say, 25? So let's say 18. Give you a nice price on that one. All right, Aroni, let's stay with Sarah. This is beautiful. Look how nicely that cleaned up. There is not a scar on that pearl cabochon. It's faux, of course. This is a fruit themed brooch, which was huge. Back is in very good shape. Pin has no wear on it whatsoever. Prices on these are crazy. I've seen it as high as $68, as low as $18. And let's say if you'd like this one, it's a 1.5 inch pin. Really good shape. Let's say 12. I think that's a nice fair price. And if it doesn't sell, I'll put it in a brooch lot. Speaking of lots, the watch that we got, it's going to require more time than I have. So what I'm going to do is, it's dusty under the crystal. It is rather a good brand. It's a Waltham, not, no Rolex, but people do purchase them. I'm going to put it in the watch lot that I'm putting together and probably sell it on eBay. This, I saw 3 of them. They're all listed at $25. They're all calling this a vintage brooch. I don't believe this is a vintage brooch. It's too immaculate to be a vintage brooch, but it is gorgeous. That glass pearl is just so pretty. It has one little scratch on there, but unless you're holding it up to the camera like that, you're not going to see it. The white stuff that was on the stones around is coming off. I didn't take the time to completely clean it because I'm trying to get another video done tonight after this one. But it is beautiful. It's like an atomic, 50s style brooch. I don't believe it's a 50s brooch. I do know that it's gorgeous though. It's a little over 2 inches in diameter. Look at the profile on that. That's just so pretty. I'm very impressed with that pearl. The luster on that, it looks like a crystal ball. So pretty. And if you're interested in this brooch, I will make it available to you for, let's say, 12 on this one as well. Okay. This needs some work. I got to see if I can match up those stones, but it cleaned up pretty nicely. This is probably, I would say, a 60s or 70s piece. The metal almost feels like plastic. It's so pot metally. And of course, these are really cheap pearls, but still a very pretty vintage piece. Let's see if I can't replace the stones and see what's up with it. All right, what else do we have to look at here? Oh, these pretty little earrings are lovely. And I just bonked the camera. Sorry about that. I saw quite a few of these for sale. Somebody called that moonstone. Well, it's glass. Moonstone effect on the glass. Very pretty. This is, let me see, it's about 1¼ inch, the earring piece itself. Oh, things just got dark, didn't they? Did I not turn this on? I did. Yeah. Sorry, I just probably made a lot of noise with my microphone because I grabbed it to see if I turned it on. Because I can be a bit of a bimbo from time to time remembering things. Anybody dizzy from me flipping that around that much? So let's say if you'd like this pair, they're all but brand new. Let's say 5 on those. Really nice. Incidentally, what I'm going to do is after I've gone through all 4 jars, we're finishing up the second right now. I'll put any earrings together and offer them. I don't really feel like digging through the jars every single time. We'll just wait to the end and we'll do it then. All right, these beautiful little butterflies are made by a company called Pink Linen. They sell for $20 brand new. And if you should be interested in them here, let's bring that down to 10. They are brand new with that pretty little crystal on the back, rhinestone. And these are nice long ones as well. They're about 2½ inches long. Definitely a noticeable piece of jewelry. Whoop-de-doops. I got it. I caught it. Don't worry. No butterflies were harmed. Very pretty. Now let's say 10 for these. They're gorgeous. This piece I need to do a little bit more research on. I have seen this piece, but they're saying that it's gold vermeil. I don't see any markings on here to indicate that it's sterling. I just want to look a little bit further before. I really don't want to scratch that piece because it's just beautiful. Look how nice that is. Got a nice weight. The chain is gorgeous. If you're interested in this one, just email me and hopefully I'll have done more research in the meantime. Very pretty medallion. It's definitely Britain related. All right, that's really pretty. Okay, we have this little inexpensive pair of earrings that are cute. I thought they were both mismatched, but then I realized we have the sun and the moon here. You see these on Amazon. Sorry about that. My phone decided to rather unceremoniously die on me. I was talking about this pair of earrings. This is a very inexpensive pair of earrings, but cute. It's got the moon sun motif, silver tone, has a little, that's an acrylic cabochon in there as well. They're probably, about 3/4 of an inch wide, And if you'd like these, you can have them for 2. Alrighty. And then we have this beautiful Mariner's chain or Gucci link chain, excuse me, from Avon. And I hadn't noticed previously, but they're graduated. They get larger as they go to the front. Very pretty. The gold tone is perfect. It's got a 17-inch drop on there. Very pretty. Look how the condition on here. Beautiful little necklace. And Mariner links are very popular. Very pretty. Very, very pretty necklace. And on this one, the prices are kind of high on this one online. I'm going to say, let's say 12. It's a beautiful little necklace. You definitely can wear that with so many different things. And then lastly, we have this gorgeous carnelian. This is 2 grams of 10 karat gold. I did test it. There is a little chip in that carnelian. Do you see it right there? My fingers are so dirty from this jewelry. It shined up gorgeous. I would say this is probably Edwardian era. That setting is just beautiful. It's a size 4.5, which, as I mentioned before, used to be my ring size. I could get it on my finger, I just wouldn't be able to get it off. It is so beautiful. The gold value of this ring is a little over $100, just if you wanted to melt it, which I hope no one would ever do. Due to the age of it, and you don't get these every single day. I'm going to ask if you're interested on the channel for $250 for this ring. And I'm going to put it on eBay for probably $325. And we'll go from there. Look at that stone. So pretty. I love this ring. And it actually tested a little bit higher than 10 karat. But because it took the 14 quite some time to eat that away. There were still traces of it. But the 10 karat, it stayed. What a beautiful ring. I so wish this fit me. I might have it cut down for a pinky ring if nobody buys it. Love those antique settings. I would say this is probably 30s or 40s. So pretty. All right, so that was jar number 2. Again, if you saw anything that you're interested in, here's the info and the down low on that. I hope that you guys had a good time. I've missed doing this. I'm sorry I haven't been around. Hope nobody's mad at me. But please reach out and say hi. If you could just give the video a like and maybe give me a comment. And if you've not subscribed, I would really love to have you as a subscriber. I'm sure you were so sick and tired of hearing that every video you watch on YouTube. But hey, the more the merrier, right? Anyway, until next time, this is Tina with Amberfield Mouse Jewelry. Hope everything is fantastic with you.